The terror of the tongue. The tongue is a powerful muscle which is responsible for speaking and eating. And death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:2. The tongue tends towards evil and deceit, but a wise man holds it from speaking. For the forefathers held it from boasting. Teach me, and I will hold my tongue. Cause me to understand wherein I have erred. Job 6:24. And the kings would guard it from sinning. I will guard my ways lest I sin with my tongue. I will restrain my mouth with a muzzle, while the wicked are before me. Psalms 39:1. And they would guard it from damning their souls. For whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul from troubles. Proverbs 21:23. And they would keep it from speaking great evils. For he who would love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips from speaking deceit. 1 Peter 3:10. The tongue is a great tool of Satan, for it divides man against God. For the serpent has a tongue full of poison, and men sharpen their tongues like a serpent. The poison of asps is under their lips. Psalms 140:3. For God divided Satan's tongue in the garden, and God divided man's tongue in the fire. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Psalms 55:9. And God shall bury their lives with the earth. Their throat is an open tomb. With their tongues they have practiced deceit. The poison of asps is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Romans 3:13. For the tongue is full of great lies and deceit. Psalms 50:19. And a lying tongue brings about great destruction. For a lying tongue hates those who are crushed by it, and a flattering mouth works ruin. Proverbs 26:28. And those who seek gain hasten to seek death, forgetting treasures by a lying tongue in the fleeting fantasy of those who seek death. Proverbs 21:6. And mankind continues to speak lies. Everyone who will deceive his neighbor and will not speak the truth, they have taught their tongue to speak lies. They weary themselves to commit iniquity. Jeremiah 9:5. But the tongue can speak with justice and righteousness. Let the Lord be magnified, who has pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue will speak of your righteousness and of your praise all day long. Psalms 35:27. And the tongue can deliver God's words and commands. My tongue will speak of your word, for all your commandments are righteousness. Psalms 119:171. And the tongue can speak with wisdom and knowledge. Proverbs 15:2. But the fool's tongue boasts against God, for the tongue is a little member and boasts great things. See how great a force a little fire kindles. James 3:5. Thus the Lord shall have his way against man. May the Lord cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaks proud things, who have said, with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own, who is Lord over us? Psalms 12:3. And God's tongue shall burn against man. Behold, the name of the Lord comes from afar, burning with his anger, and his burden is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue like a devouring fire. Isaiah 30:12. 27. For on that day their tongue shall dissolve in their mouths, and their flesh shall dissolve while they stand on their feet. Their eyes shall dissolve in their sockets, and their tongue shall dissolve in their mouths. Zechariah 14:12. But the remnant of his people shall speak tongues of truth. The remnant of Israel shall do no unrighteousness, and speak no lies, nor shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed their flocks and lie down, and no one shall make them afraid. Zephaniah 3:13. And his remnant shall sing to the Most High, You are worthy to take the scroll and to open its seals. For you were slain and have redeemed us to God by your blood, out of every tribe and tongue, and people and nation, and have made us kings and priests to our God, and we shall reign on the earth. Revelation 15:9. And the seventh angel, having the everlasting gospel to preach to those who dwell on the earth, to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment has come, and worship him who made heaven and earth, the sea, and springs of water. Revelation 14:6.